Chosen one. Stop right now. If you leave after this sentence, you will walk away from a moment that does not repeat. You are not here by accident. You did not find this message randomly. And you are not hearing these words at just any time. This moment was arranged. You were guided here because something is shifting. And you are meant to feel the pressure of it now. If you scroll away, if you delay, you may never stand at this exact doorway again. What is speaking to you is not noise. It is aimed directly at your life. And it is urgent. Here is the part that may unsettle you. Some of what you were taught was wrong. Some of what you believed. Some of the way you have been moving through life. Even some of the things you trusted missed the mark. And now, correction has arrived. Not later. Now. You were chosen to hear this before others. Because time matters more than you realize. You may feel uneasy, resistant, or confused as you hear this. And that reaction is not a mistake. That is exactly why you must stay. Your awareness is being widened. Things others cannot see are being brought into focus for you. The hopes you carried quietly, the prayers you whispered, the outcomes you told yourself would come someday, are no longer sitting in the distance. They are moving toward you in real time. But there is a condition. You have to recognize what is happening and meet it fully. Partial attention will not be enough. This is not just about thinking differently. This is deeper than motivation or perspective. This is a shift that reaches into the structure of your life. Expect movement. Expect alignment. Expect things to click into place faster than you thought possible. But understand this clearly. It only works if you stay alert. It only works if you respond. Distraction right now has a cost. Doubt has a cost. Waiting has a cost. Before we go any further, act immediately. Press like. This is not about the button. It is a signal. Subscribe. Because this message is meant to reach those who are positioned to receive it. Comment the number 999. That number carries weight you will understand later. Not now. If something inside you is reacting as you listen, that is your confirmation. Those who are meant to receive the full instruction stay until the end. Those who dismiss this moment often realize too late what they stepped away from. Hear this clearly. Time is tightening. Certain doors are already closing. Alignment cannot be postponed without consequence. What is about to be revealed will disturb your sense of what is stable and familiar. It will challenge what you thought was safe. But it will also prepare you for a level of purpose, authority, and provision you have not touched before. If you are ready, stay steady. This is not entertainment. This is a warning. This is a summons. This is your moment. God is speaking to you now, chosen one. Humanity lost its way, chasing illusions that promised meaning, but delivered confusion and emptiness. What once felt solid led you off the path. This moment is not gentle. It strikes like thunder, breaking open what you thought you understood, and exposing what was never meant to last. You have wondered why the road felt harder for you than for others. Why answers stayed silent. Why nights stretched long and heavy. None of it was wasted. Every question, every tear, every season of endurance prepared you for this encounter. This is not a message for crowds. It is directed. It is deliberate. It knows your name. You are being called because you can carry what is being released. The weight you feel now is real. but it frees you. Fear and hope rise together. Because transformation always costs comfort. Humanity missed the pattern. But you are being positioned to restore it. This calling does not whisper. It disrupts. It rearranges. It unlocks doors you never knew were sealed. Time is accelerating. Truth is aligning. Life was not random practice. It was preparation. Like David before the throne, or Esther before the king, the moment arrives suddenly, and delay becomes disobedience. The stage is set. The curtain is lifting. What you choose now matters more than ever. David stood before Goliath, not because he woke up that morning planning to fight giants. He stepped forward because the moment demanded it, and everything in his past had prepared him for it. The lion, the bear, the sheep he protected in the wilderness. Every private battle trained him for the public victory that would define a generation. Esther did not become queen by accident. She was positioned for such a time as this. And when the moment came, hesitation would have meant death for her people. Courage meant risk. Silence meant safety. But she chose to move, to speak, to step into the danger, because purpose outweighed comfort. You are standing at your own such a time as this moment. Everything behind you was preparation. Everything before you is purpose. The question is not whether you are ready. The question is whether you will move when the moment calls. Will you step forward when delay feels safer? Will you speak when silence feels easier? Will you obey when the cost seems high? The world is shifting faster than certainty can keep up. You cannot control it, but you can stand in rhythm with it. Every pause stretches suffering, for you and for those tied to your obedience. Feel where you are standing. This edge matters. Fear wants control, but calling demands movement. The call is clear. Doubt is old noise. Hesitation belongs to who you were. What is speaking now cuts through all of it. Reflection has done its work. The next step is action. Rise into what has been waiting for you. This is the hour to move forward. You must be willing to see clearly where the path been off course. Humanity learned to celebrate surface wins, empty milestones, and endless distractions that quiet the soul, but never fulfill it. What was meant to guide became a detour. Focus shifted toward accumulation and applause, while purpose and alignment were quietly neglected. This is not accusation. It is awakening. Recognition is the doorway back. When you look at your own life, patterns emerge. Decisions shaped by fear. Compromises that softened your fire. Connections and pursuits that slowly pulled you from who you were meant to become. None of it was wasted. Each misstep carried instruction. Every error became a mirror. Not to shame you, but to show you what needed correction. This is the hidden mercy. What looked like failure was direction in disguise. The moment you see this, guilt loosens its grip. Shame loses its voice. Regret no longer defines the story. Stand now in clarity, and let the truth rise within you. You see where the alignment was lost, and you are ready to recalibrate. This awareness is the crossing point, where confusion gives way to authority, where wandering turns into deliberate movement. As it is written, "Arise, shine, for thy light has come." What follows will not be subtle. This is not adjustment. It is reset. A deep shift that moves through every layer of your life. What once felt fixed will dissolve. What felt distant will step into focus. You were being trained for this, long before you understood it. Every struggle, every heartbreak, every silent cry, shaped the strength now required. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for. If this message holds meaning for you, respond intentionally. Like and share this video, so it reaches others who may need it. Subscribe and stay connected. In the comments, write 999 or 777, and write your city and location. Nothing here is accidental. God sees it. Amen. Prepare yourself, because what is unfolding cannot be stopped. This transformation does not negotiate. When divine will moves, resistance only delays the inevitable. A new order is taking shape, and you are not on the sidelines of it. You are within the current. Like the seed that must break to become the tree, there is no return to what you were. What rises from this will be stronger, clearer, and aligned in a way that lifts not only your life, but every life you touch. This is the birth of a new era. An age where inner sight outweighs surface noise. Where truth cuts through distraction. You will feel stretched, pressed, and called beyond familiar limits. Yet with that pressure comes vision. With that demand comes authority. As with Moses stepping toward the sea before it parted, movement comes first. The path opens after. You are not watching history happen. You are written into it. Being chosen is not decoration. It is weight and honor together. What has been dormant within you is stirring. Purpose long hidden is rising to the surface, waiting for your courage to meet it. This is the moment to step out of uncertainty and stand as light in a shifting world. The resistance you feel is not rejection. It is the friction of expansion. Every growing thing faces pressure at the point of breakthrough. What you feel now is not weakness. It is power meeting edges. It was never meant to stay within. You are outgrowing containers that once held you. That discomfort is sacred. It confirms movement. Your spirit recognizes truth before your mind accepts it. That stirring inside you is not anxiety. It is alignment calling you toward what fits. When the world feels chaotic, it is because order is being restored at a level most cannot perceive. Chaos precedes clarity. Breakdown precedes breakthrough. You were never meant to live small. You were never meant to shrink into spaces that required you to dim your light. The people who misunderstood you, the systems that rejected you, the doors that closed in your face, they were not punishment. They were protection. They were redirection. You were being saved from paths that would have limited what you carry. Every no that confused you was actually clearing the way for a yes that would change everything. Every loss that broke you was making room for something that could not fit, while you were still holding on to what was ending. The waiting was not wasted time. It was preparation time, formation time, strengthening time. Look at where you stand now. You are not the same person who started this journey. You have been refined by fire, tested by pressure, shaped by seasons that demanded more than you thought you had to give. And you survived. You did not just survive. You emerged stronger, wiser, more aligned with truth than ever before. This is why the message found you now. This is why it could not have reached you before. You needed to become who you are in this moment, to carry what is being released. Timing is never random. When divine will is moving, everything aligns when alignment is the priority. This is your notice to rise. Focus sharpens. Courage steadies. Faith becomes action. What unfolds next is a crossing, a renewal, a step into the extraordinary. And you are not stepping into it unprepared. You have already been equipped. Wisdom, intuition, endurance and insight are not being delivered later. They were formed in you through experience and divine guidance. These are not abstract traits. They are tools,